My first memory of a DC character that I can really kind of like go back to. I mean, I think honestly it was probably Tim Burton's Batman, Michael Keaton Batman. That was really no, I think I saw Donner's Superman before that, but I'm mixing them up in my memory. So I'll just say Tim Burton Batman. That was like my real strong intro into the DC universe, and what a great one it was. I mean, just a fantastic movie.
My first memory of a DC character is Adam West's Batman. I used to wake up on the weekends at like 6 in the morning to watch reruns of his show, and I had like Batman pajamas, and I'd sit there and cheer Adam West on.
It's funny because I don't know what my first DC memory is, because I feel like I grew up with DC, so I played the video games and I watched the animated shows, and it all kind of is one thing to me. You know, Cyborg isn't more important to me than Static Shock. You know, in my head, the Teen Titans are all one character, and Batman is also part of the Teen Titans because they work together, and then the Justice League is all one thing, and then in the video games you play with teams. So, like, my first memory, it's kind of hard to say. I can't really pinpoint one DC moment because every moment of DC is one big part of who I am as a person. So, I mean, I guess the easy answer would be, I mean, I want to say dressing up as Batman on Halloween, but that wouldn't make any sense because I was already a fan. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the first DC memory is. Just know that hey, look, I've been a DC boy since the beginning. So.
I think it was Batman. Yeah, I grew up wanting to be Batman and Superman my entire life. I had a Batman cape, Superman cape. Halloween, I was Batman and Superman. Those were like my favorite two superheroes. So I would have to say Batman. Sorry, Superman. Love you.
My first memory of a DC character would have to be when I watched the animated Batman Beyond series. I wanted so badly to play him because he wasn't Bruce Wayne, you know, he wasn't like the older guys, like this young teenager, super cool. Yeah, that's definitely, I must have been, I don't know when it came out. I think I was 4 when it came out. I think it came out. Unless I'm way off. I might be totally off base. But yeah, definitely Batman Beyond.
I remember when Batman came out in 1989, and I was 16, and I bought Batman suspenders. So for me, because I was not a big comic book guy as a kid, I was just, I waited for the movie so much. So when that first film came out with Michael Keaton, that to me just blew me away. I remember the summer, I was in Boston, and it was a huge summer for me. And I wish I still had those really silly Batman suspenders, because I'd rock them.
Well, my first memory of a DC character is when I was a little kid, getting my little Batman toys. I started an early collection of Batman figurines and, you know, the Legos and the Batman costumes for Halloween and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think about like 2 or 3 years old when I first really, you know, I mean, Batman was cool. I wanted to be Batman and, you know, have a cape and fly. And well, I didn't get the cape, but I fly. I got wings.
My first memory of a DC character was when I was very young. I, for some reason, was always watching Batman and Robin, which I know is not everybody's favorite Batman movie, but it was mine. And again, I was just obsessed with Poison Ivy and Uma Thurman, and I wanted to be her, whatever that meant. So seeing her in that movie kind of started my obsession with female superheroes and characters from the DC universe.
First memory of a DC character is definitely seeing that symbol that came out when Tim Burton launched the first Batman, and that kind of blew my mind. And Jack Nicholson as a Joker, so that was my first.
My first memory of a DC character is, I think for most people, Batman. Yeah, I'm just seeing him on the comics, seeing him on shirts, seeing him everywhere. So yeah.
I remember, for some reason, Batman underwear. I remember he looked like he wore underwear, and he had the gray. Batman wore a gray suit, and he always had Robin. So, but even that, I think that's the Batman before my time. So I remember the cartoon, but I really remember the old Batman with the gray suit and the underwear, and then I remember the dark Batman with the with the shiny matte black and the utility belt and the Batmobile. And he was cool.
My first memory of a DC character was the Joker, played by Jack Nicholson. I was watching him with that crazy makeup, and then he like did a handshake, but it was like an electrocution fire handshake, which meant I did not touch anyone for 12 more years, but listen, I got fewer colds.